Someone was living in my house. I never believed in ghost stories. Whenever people talked about haunted houses or strange creatures hiding in the dark, I laughed. I always believed there was a logical explanation for everything. Strange sounds came from old buildings, shadows played tricks on tired eyes. Fear made ordinary things seem terrifying. That belief lasted until the night I realized I wasn't alone in my own home. It happened during the autumn of 2023 when I rented an old house outside a quiet town. The rent was unbelievably cheap, and after weeks of searching for a place I could afford, I signed the lease without asking many questions. The landlord seemed eager to hand me the keys. "Don't worry about the noises," he said with an awkward smile. "Old houses have their own personalities." I laughed, thinking it was just an old man's joke. The house stood at the end of a narrow road surrounded by tall pine trees. There were only 3 other houses nearby, and none of them were close enough to see through my windows. It was peaceful, exactly what I wanted. The first week was perfect. I unpacked my belongings, arranged my furniture, and settled into my new routine. Every morning I worked from my home office, and every evening I watched movies before going to bed. Then little things began to change. One morning I found my toothbrush wet. I lived alone. Another day my television was turned on when I returned from buying groceries. I knew I had switched it off before leaving. The kitchen cabinets were sometimes open. The bathroom light would be on even though I clearly remembered turning it off. I blamed myself. Moving into a new house was stressful. People forget things. At least that's what I kept telling myself. A week later I noticed food disappearing. Not enough to be obvious, just enough to make me question my memory. Half a loaf of bread, a few slices of cheese, leftover chicken, a bottle of water. Each time I convinced myself I must have eaten it. One Friday evening I stayed awake until nearly 2 in the morning finishing work. The house was completely silent. Then I heard it, a slow footstep, above me. I looked toward the ceiling. Another step, then another. Each one sounded heavy. Someone was walking upstairs. The second floor had been empty since the day I moved in. I grabbed the flashlight from my desk and slowly climbed the stairs. Every room was empty. The windows were locked. Nothing looked disturbed. Feeling embarrassed, I returned downstairs. The moment I reached the living room, a bedroom door upstairs slammed shut. I froze. My heart pounded against my chest. I wanted to run outside, but fear rooted me to the floor. After several minutes, everything became quiet again. The next morning, I searched every room carefully. Nothing, no broken locks, no footprints, no sign that anyone had entered the house. For a while, I convinced myself it had all been in my imagination. 3 nights later, I woke up thirsty. As I walked into the kitchen, I stopped. The refrigerator door was open. Cold air filled the room. Inside, my leftovers were gone. I closed the refrigerator and noticed something else. The back door was locked from the inside. No one could have entered, unless they had never left. That thought stayed in my mind all day. After work, I bought 3 security cameras. One watched the front door, one covered the backyard, the third faced the kitchen. That night, I left every light off except the lamp beside my bed. At exactly 3:12 a.m., my phone vibrated. Motion detected, kitchen camera. My hands trembled as I opened the live feed. A man stood in my kitchen. He was tall and painfully thin. His clothes were dirty. Long black hair covered most of his face. He wasn't stealing anything. He simply stood there, watching the hallway leading to my bedroom. After nearly a minute, he slowly walked to the refrigerator and opened it. He took out my food and began eating. Then, without warning, he stopped. He slowly turned toward the camera. Although his face was hidden by darkness, I knew he was looking directly into the lens. Then he smiled. The screen went black. My phone displayed one message: connection lost. A second later, I heard footsteps outside my bedroom. Slow, heavy, closer. Then, 3 soft knocks echoed across my bedroom door. Knock, knock, knock. A calm voice whispered from the other side. "I know you're awake." I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. The doorknob slowly began to turn,